everybody, and today is a docking tutorial where I'm going to teach you how to dock the easiest way I know how. And if this doesn't help, I'm very sorry. But it should, and I'm not going to talk until we're at orbit because I couldn't be bothered. And if you don't know how to get to orbit, watch my orbit tutorial. Don't watch this first. Okay, well, enjoy. Now that you're in orbit, which you should be at this point, because you just got into orbit, because we're smart people, we can now target the rocket, and then you're going to want to time warp so you're about 45 degrees to it. Disappear ones that I don't want to appear. Okay, you can keep time warping, and stop. Now you're going to want to add a maneuver, and then right click your separation. Try to get it as low as you can. Okay, let's say you got it to 16. Try the radial in, radial out. They don't work. Then try normal, anti-normal. And just try to get it as close as you possibly can. try moving this. Okay. We just need to get this, like, okay, bit closer, and then we're good. There. That's close enough. Doesn't matter that we got a very high relative speed, because that just doesn't matter, because we can kill it all later. Murder some velocity. Anyway, just have to wait till we're pointing at the maneuver node, then we can quickie save. And while we time warp, you guys should all like and subscribe, because it's kind. It's very kind, because videos, they're hard to make and require lots of editing, and I'd appreciate it very, very much. Anyway, we can now time warp. Constantly look at your map when you do this burn, and try to get it as close as possible to what it's telling you. Okay, and see how I'm trying to get it exactly? Now, right click it, quick save, and see if you can get it any closer. See? We got it at 0.1. Okay. Now, switch this by clicking on it to target mode and point retrograde. You don't have to use this rocket. This one. Like, you can use your own rocket that you built. Extend the solar panels if you don't want to die of having no electricity, which none of us really do. Okay. Warp till around a minute before you get there. There it is. That's where we're going. That's what we're docking to. Don't complain about the name. The name's good enough. Untitled Spacecraft. Because we're going to be so close, we're going to need to be very careful. And we're going to want to start firing at about a minute too. Okay. Okay, just fire. Now warp till you're about 30 seconds to. Fire. Keep close watch at your relative velocity, because that's what we're trying to get rid of. It's that thing right there, the one on your nav ball. Okay. Open your map. We're pretty close right now. This has actually been, it might not work out so easy for you like it did for this tutorial, but it probably will, because in the end, it's actually pretty easy. There. We overdid it, but decouple, activate the docking engine, and you can see. Now switch to that, open the shield, and now set that as target, point target. Switch back to what we're docking with, fire the engine a bit, point retrograde. We don't want to damage any of the rockets here. Time warp to it. I'm proud of myself to have actually made one that explains it, because when I was trying to learn how to dock, I watched like at least 10 YouTube videos and none of them explained it well. They always like do some crazy thing that to this day I do not understand. But yeah, this I think is the easiest way. You can now point target again. Get a bit closer. Point retrograde. Time warp a bit. Okay. Fire the engine at a very low throttle, just so we can get that to exactly 0. 0.1 will also count as 0. We're not picky here. Make sure that that one's also pointing target. Set that to point target. Now just accelerate. This is how I like to do it, because like you don't need mono propellant. You can just have them both point at each other and then It actually looks quite nice because it just works. See? Thanks for watching. Now you all know how to dock. Hopefully this actually helped, unlike other docking tutorials that I've watched. And if this one is just as bad, then leave it a thumbs down if it doesn't help you. But if it does help you, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe because it's kind and polite. Thanks for watching. The video is complete. Woohoo!